Hey, my loves, I'm back. So, we're going to talk about you cannot repeatedly disappoint somebody and expect their energy to still crave you. I wrote down a couple of keys about this situation and then I'm going to tell my story. Y'all know how I do. So, it says if you consistently let someone down or fail to meet their expectations, you cannot reasonably expect them to still be enthusiastic or eager to be around you. Their energy towards you will likely shift to disappointment and disinterest, not craving. Okay? Repeated disappointment. The key phrase is repeatedly disappointed, indicating that a single mistake isn't necessarily deal breaking, but a pattern or not following through or causing letdowns will erode positive feelings. Number 2, crave energy. This refers to a strong desire or enthusiasm for someone's presence, which is unlikely to persist when someone feels consistently let down. Okay? So I'm gonna just tell you about me. And all these relationships that I've been in, 9 times out of 10, I'm the one who usually lets go, or vice versa. It has been times where I've been broken up with, but I'm the type who will ride until the wheels fall off, and it's almost like I will fight to the tooth and nail to keep this relationship going, and it may be by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the only one putting in the effort and the energy to keep this relationship above water while the other person is just doing what they want, constantly showing me that they don't want to be here. But they're not saying they don't want to be here, but their actions are showing it, with also a little bit of manipulation. So all at the same time, it's like, I don't like you like me, but you're here, we're here. I'ma still reap the benefits from this relationship, knowing that their heart or their mind is somewhere else or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I'm not saying that I was in a relationship knowing that this person don't want to be with me. I'm just saying that somewhere along the lines or through the years, the relationship just started not to work no more. And so here I am still trying to piece it together. But after so many letdowns and disappointments and arguments and different things that you're going through, you start to change how you feel about somebody. You really do. Some people, it can get so bad to the point where they actually start to hate that person or whatever. Even though you're trying so hard not to get to that level, you just can't help it because your buttons are being pushed and pushed and pushed. This last narc that I dealt with, he was the hardest one for me to let go. So I had to let it run its course and learn all the lessons from it that I learned to get me to the place that I'm at now. Because I'm telling you, I was turned off in so many ways. Like the lying, the cheating, all of that, all the craziness, the manipulation, all of that stuff in the end turned me off to the point where I didn't want him to touch me. And that's not a good place to get when you with somebody, because if you constantly disappointing this person or treating them bad or whatever, but you still expect them to give you their body and you want the same energy that they was giving you when y'all are on good terms, it don't work that way. Your body, your feelings, all that stuff is connected. So if you're giving this woman or this man so much grief and disappointment and just keeping them stressed out and stuff, how do you expect them to constantly want to, how do you expect them to perform properly, first of all? Then two, on a non-sexual side, how do you expect their body language, their words when they speak to you, if you're constantly doing things to keep them in a state where they just don't want to deal with you no more? All of that stuff plays a part in how somebody feels about you. So if you're constantly showing me that you just don't care, but you're expecting me to give you my 100% and you give me 10 or 5, and I'm supposed to be okay with that. I'm still supposed to operate the same way I was doing, whether it was me cooking your meals and fixing your plates. You still expect me to have this attitude that I have with you. and still make your plate, still take care of all the things that I've been taking care of before I got mad with you, still provide all the essentials that I've been supplying to you, while you walk around in peace, or you walk around like ain't nothing, like there's nothing going on between us. But I'm supposed to just feel and act the same way, carrying all of this weight. We do this a lot, y'all. We do, men and women, but I mostly see it a lot in women, because we know how to, we could feel one way in our heart, but our body will show another one. Our body will say we got an attitude, but our hearts is like, yeah, I got this attitude, but I still love you and I'm still do all the things I've been doing for you. A woman will move even when she's hurt. She still will go above and beyond for you, even when she's hurt. And once that woman who's been hurt finally gets to her breaking point, to the point where she's turned off from you in a lot of ways, that she can't perform right, you're nearing the end. You are, because like I'm telling you, towards the end of the relationship with him, I used to, in every relationship I was in, I would never withhold, because that was something that I enjoyed. Even when I was hurt, going through different things or whatever, I still felt like that was a connection to that person. Because, like, let's be honest, when we get into the actual part, that it's almost like that's the only time we could work with one another. That's the only time we're not arguing. That's the only time where we're showing each other some kind of love, even though it may not be at that time. But that's what I equated it to. That was like, okay, so we walk around here all day being funny with one another, but then when we go and lay down at nighttime and we interact with each other like this, we get along just fine. Everybody is in cooperation. Nobody's going against the grain. Everything is flowing perfectly. But in reality, we're broken. We're tore up. We're not on the same page. We're out of whack. But you don't per se want to walk away. You want to fix the issue. Sometimes things ain't fixable, but you just gotta know when to let go, because once you get to the place where you're turned off completely, that's the red flag right there. That's when you know it's over. The wheels done fell off, in my favorite saying or whatever. The wheels done fell off at that point, when it gets to that point with me. Because throughout all of the hurt and drama and things that I've been through in the relationship, all of those hits and digs and things I took, and the wheels were still standing. But once my body follows, my mind and my heart follows behind that wagon, when the wheels done fell off, there's no coming back. And every time I let the wheels fall off, I've never went back. I'm at a place now where the wheels have fell off from that last toxic relationship that I was in. There's no going back, because I put in too much effort and time to get yourself together and help me work on this relationship together, versus me just working on it by myself. When you had the opportunity to do so, you didn't take the initiative and jump on and start doing something. You kept playing until I finally don't care no more. Don't let it go that long, y'all. Like, it's when you let a person get to that place, you might as well just forget about trying to get them back, because that person then gave you ample of time to get your stuff together so that y'all can be happy together and keep it moving. But now that you don't waited that long and let the wheels fall off, baby, it's gonna be hard to put that car back together. You gotta go get new tires. You gotta go get a new frame or whatever, because the wheels done came off. This is a runaway train, if you want to call it, It done ran away and it done crashed. All the wheels and all the pieces are all over the place. You can't put it back together. It's gone. So when you get a woman or a man to that place, you might as well call it quits, because they're not that person no more. Their feelings for you have died down, and it's gonna take a hot minute to get those feelings back, because they were so invested in you and was really gunning to make it work so it don't get to that point where the wheels fall off. But you decided to go ahead and push the wagon further down the road till it crashed into something and it broke to pieces, and now you can't put it back together. And now I'm definitely not going to try to put it back together, because when I was trying to keep it together with glue tape and nails, you went on ahead and wrecked it completely. Now I can't fix it. That ain't my line of work. I don't know how to fix wagons. That's why when the wheels fall off and they break, I let it go. Ain't nothing to do. I can't fix it. That ain't my line of work. I tried to keep it together while we were together. You said, nah, I'm going to keep on playing and mess around and find out what happens when the wheels fall off. When the wheels fall off, she gone bye-bye. That's what that means. So don't let it get to that point. If you really care about somebody and really want to be with somebody, y'all not perfect. There's no perfect relationships, but I'm just saying, work for what you want. But it got to be a two-way street. Can't be just one-way street. It ain't going to work with just one person putting in all the effort to keep the relationship. But when you're dealing with toxic people, narcissistic relationships, those things you have to just let go. Like, the wagon going to crash and burn because it done been some things that done happened in that relationship that you just can't come back from. And you have to let it go, because you've already done carried it, holding on to the love that you have for this toxic narcissistic person. And now once you start to see that the more you pull, the harder they pull away from you, you got to just let it go. Let the rope go, let the wagon go, and let it just crash and burn, because ain't nothing you can do with it. When you keep disappointing somebody and treating them wrong, you can't have the same expectations of a person who's still in love with you to act like you didn't do all the things that you did to them, and they just keep on throwing it up under the rug and just saying, it's okay that you treated me that way. You've got that numerous of times. That's why you were still in the relationship. And I'm talking to the narcissist at this time. You can't expect somebody to keep letting you hurt them. After you've hurt somebody so much and they finally let go for real, there's no comeback. There's no comeback, because that time frame that you had, that person allowed you to make things right, you slapped that out of their hand and said, bump that. I'm going to do what I want to do because I'm who I am. When I say I'm done playing, that's when I'm done playing. That's not how that works. Because people do get tired of you. People get tired of being disappointed, being hurt, being lied to, being cheated on, being abused. People get tired. Everybody has a breaking point. But narcissists don't seem to think that anybody has a breaking point, because they'll play and play and play and play till they die. Because that's what they live to do, because they don't know nothing else to do. And so if you crash and burn, the narcissist is going to find another supply to go and play with and make them crash and burn. And when that one crash and burn, they're going to find another one. So it's like they don't feel like they lose in any kind of way. They may feel like they lose, after reality setting in or whatever, but 9 times out of 10, they ain't going to stay in that place too long, because they got other supplies to go and entertain and to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. So just know that you can't keep doing people wrong, treating people any kind of way, and expecting them to keep the same energy, the same love, the same care for you that they had when they were trying to make it work. Once the wheels fall off that wagon, baby, it's a wrap from that point. There's no more. There's no more. I love y'all. Have a great day. Just wanted to come drop that information to y'all. I hope y'all have an awesome weekend. have some fun. I hope the weather is good where y'all are. The weather here, it was actually kind of hot today. I was surprised. I was ready to go outside in my jacket, and then I put the jacket right on down because, baby, it was hot out there. So I'm about to go, and I don't know. I might do one more video, or I might just go ahead and lay on down and get me some more rest. So I don't know. We're going to see. I'm feeling like I got a little energy going on here, and I could try to drop another video, but we shall see. But I love y'all. Have a great night. I love you.